Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Joe Yuna Amen back at it again with another banger. This episode of One Piece was a banger, guys. Beautiful fight scene. We actually get to learn more about Zoro. We actually also see him appear back in this episode, guys. We also get to learn about his fighting style and about another new character that actually looks just like Roronoa Zoro, guys. If you guys like this so far, like this video, let's get right into it, guys.
This episode began where we can see King was going to attack Chopper and the other samurais who was actually trying to protect Zoro's body. Zoro had already taken the ejection to get quick recovery, but he wasn't recovered fully as yet to escape from the bandage that he was in. Then we see a beautiful attack from King where he attacked Chopper and the other samurais. Then we see Marco came in and actually blocked that powerful attack. Everyone was shocked to know that Marco had all that power in him still, because Marco actually got a fatal blow and he was just knocked out in a corner because he was fully exhausted, because he had reached his limit already physically. So that was actually a pretty nice save from Marco and saving the other Straw Hat members. We even get to learn that Marco had even break his limit and he is even more powerful than before when he had attacked King and stopped him from actually attacking the Straw Hat members. Then we actually get to learn a little history about King and where he came from. We actually get to see Marco was thinking about a time when Whitebeard was actually telling him about gods that resides at the top of the red line, but he was not referring to the celestial dragons who claim they are gods. Then we actually see Marco decided to surrender to Queen and King, because at that moment his fighting is over, because Roronoa Zoro had actually came out of his wrapping with a spectacular view, guys. It actually looked pretty awesome. Then we also see Blackleg Sanji actually running in for an attack at the same time. Visually, right now, for the fight scenes in One Piece, it is phenomenal. Then we see Queen attacked at the same time with one of his laser, and Roronoa just run up and cut it in two, and we see a spectacular explosion. The visuals was actually pretty amazing. So we actually see the return of Zoro in this episode, even more powerful than before, and he's fully healed after being injected with that magic serum. Then we see Zoro actually sized up was the attack Queen, and at the same time we see Blackleg Sanji actually running at, we could say, light speed, right, which looks spectacular. He and Zoro attack King and Queen at the same time with a fantastic attack. We see Queen and King was knocked down in a spectacular view, guys. The animation for this fight scenes was again fantastic, guys. Then we get to find out that Sanji was actually getting some pain after fighting with Queen. We know that Sanji's body is not normal, genetically enhanced, because of his father research that he had done on all of his children. Then we get to learn about Roronoa Zoro, his stance and his fighting skills, and some of his abilities that he have is actually resemblance of another samurai who actually from the past. So Roronoa is actually like an embodiment of that swordsman. We did not get too much of a history on him. Maybe in the upcoming episodes we'll get to learn a little more about him. But we also see that Zoro have the same one eye with the slash, just as the past samurai as well. We then get to see Roronoa Zoro actually fight with King. When we actually see King and Zoro stand up next to each other, you get to realize how huge King is. King is actually not too far from being the height and size of giants from the Giants race. We also learn that King is able to actually light his own body, and it actually don't have much people who can actually light their own body up in fire. Only that race where King come from, and even King made a reference to Sanji that how he lights his foot up, it mean that he have to be linked to King's bloodline in order to have that ability as well. So Sanji is actually more special, and again, you have to remember Sanji is actually genetically enhanced as well with a lot of different abilities because of his father. Then we get to see some beautiful fight scene with Zoro and King, where Zoro actually attack King, and the visuals again beautiful because the color of Emma and his other sword made it look beautiful. They picked some nice bright colors, so it look real nice, and it's actually really clean colors as well. We actually see King actually overpowered Zoro as well in this fight, and even push back Zoro. We get to learn that King actually do not only fight with sword. When Zoro thought that King does actually fight with sword alone, we get to see that King is actually a true fighter, so he can fight with sword and he can fight combat style as well with his hands. Then we actually get to see Luffy in the end actually going to find Momonosuke. Well, we know that Momonosuke has grown up, and we had not seen a full version of Momonosuke as yet. We did not even see him in this episode. But we get to see the eyes of his dragon form through smoke, so we did not even get to see his dragon form as yet in this episode. Right, so next episode we should get to see Momonosuke in his full dragon form. We might actually get to see his face and how he's looking in his full human form, meaning as in his manly form, I should say, right? Because Momonosuke still have the mind of a child, but he actually have a body of a big man, right? And that is how he's able to grow in size and use his dragon ability just like Kaido, right? Which we know that his dragon ability is actually supposed to be much more stronger than Kaido as well, because it was a fruit that was developed by Vegapunk, and everything that's done by Vegapunk is actually done to perfection. Only one problem why Vegapunk did not like this devil fruit is because the color of the devil fruit itself. And we have to remember that. So next episode we should actually see Luffy going back up to the Sky Island where Kaido and everyone else resides and fighting. So that should be an exciting episode as well, guys. We should see the continuation fight with Queen and King. I do think that that episode, the fight would actually end. I believe it would actually have more fight scenes for about 2 episodes again, because we still have the continuation fight with Kid, Law, and Big Mom. So I hope you guys actually comment, like, subscribe to this channel, comment below what you guys think, like this video. If you guys like this video, it's your boy Joe and I'm out.